hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing my Bad Boys finale reaction. You guys, the journey is ending. Oh my God. Thank God we have baddies because we also right after it to talk about, baby. And after that, it's going to be, they're going to put Bad Boys Houston right after it, probably Johnson's Cabaret right after that. So we got some things coming up this month, y'all. Some things coming up this month. I'm excited. So to me, this was like a recap episode of Winnie, like catching up Winnie. That's what they should have called it. Catching up Winnie the Pooh. Okay, they should have called it Winnie the Pooh catches up, because that's all it was. Because he went down to every group of boys like, what's tea with you guys? It felt like the BGC1 reunion, because you know how BGC1, they didn't have a real reunion. They kind of just sat around the house with a therapist and kind of talked about their lives and situations. That's how it kind of felt to me, because he was just going around. He was just like, so what happened with you, Dylan? What happened with you, Anthony? Like, how was your whole experience here? Like, I want to really know. Like, he takes off the glasses dramatically. I want to know, like, what was your guys' experience? Okay, you know, Winnie. So we end up finding out that Dylan was homeless before the show. I wasn't surprised at this because somebody did an interview and they were like, oh, half the cast was homeless before the interview. I already kind of peeped it was Dylan because of that whole one shoe situation. It's looking out funny people making fun of him, because you never know what can happen to you in your life and you can end up in that situation. So I'm not going, ah, ha, 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 ha. But it kind of explains the whole one shoe situation. So now it kind of makes sense, because we're just like, why do you only have one shoes? So apparently he was homeless and stuff like that. So now it makes more sense. So fuck you, Rio, for stealing that boy's shoes. Give him back his shoes. Okay? Last time I heard, he threw them in the bushes with Milan. Okay? So Dylan, you got to go back to the house. You got to look through the bushes. When were you in the bushes? You got to look through the bushes and get your shoes back. Okay? So they also, Milan to me kind of, he irritated me in the beginning of the episode because he was just trying to claim Winnie as like, he like invented Winnie, like he created Winnie. He's like, so like Winnie's like my stylist, because like I was the first person to hire him in LA. So that's why I call him like my stylist, because I gave him money first in LA. So yeah, and he always gets me right, and that's my stylist. Like, okay, we get it. You know him the most. That's your dude. That's your guy. Like, okay, you don't have to keep throwing it in our face as if it's gonna be like, oh my God, Milan's so cool. He knows Winnie. Wow. Like, nobody really cares. Okay, so Milan's talking to them and stuff, to Winnie the Pooh, and tells Winnie the Pooh they should all get matching Bad Boys tattoo, which I think that would have been a great episode. That would have been a great scene idea if some of them wanted to get tattoos, if they all went together as a cast, because you know how Bad Girls Club, they used to do that. Yeah, I could have got a little Bad Boys tattoo, you know, the boy sign with the little arrow through it, like the little devil horns or something. That would have been cool to do in a scene instead of having the whole episode be about the freaking video. Half the episode was so annoying to me because it was just filled with Darrell. We're gonna get to that. So yeah, so when he mentions a tattoo, when he's just like, oh, the tattoo. So is Jonathan invited? Let me know. Is Jonathan invited? And then Milan's like, hell, like, who's Jonathan? Rio's just like, I don't know who the fuck that is. So I don't got no understanding of who's Jonathan. Okay. I'll remember that. Like, who's Jonathan? You know, Rio country is fuck. Like, he real Memphis. Like, that's real Memphis. That's cornbread, collard green, ass whooping Memphis. Like, for real, for real. So they were being shady towards Jonathan, talking about who. Y'all know who Jonathan is. Stop it, Milan. Like, I really feel like besides the whole fight thing that happened, and like we could go back and forth about the whole fight thing, I think Milan is jealous of Jonathan's success because he's really known, and he's known besides being on a TV show. So I think that kind of intimidates him and it ruffles his feathers. Okay, it gets his bussy in a flare. Okay, that's what I think. So we see Darrell. He go backstage. He say hi to the girl. He's just like, hi girls, you guys look beautiful. All right, like look at you, nigga. Like we gonna talk when the cameras are out. You nigga, you got the body, body, yada 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 yada. Like, mind you, this scene, it was fun at first, but this scene was at least 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, we get the point, Zeus, just cut it. Like, oh my God. I feel like they kind of ran out of content And I think that's why the whole tattoo idea would have been kind of cool if they all went and got the tattoo, or at least some of them who wanted to get the tattoo, because that scene was way too long. I was shook. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, the fuck? It was so long. I couldn't believe it. Like, he just kept talking to the girls and stuff. We see Louisiana, y'all. We see Louisiana from Blue Girls Club. Y'all who watch Blue Girls Club, we see Louisiana ass there. She's just like, yeah, bitch. She drinking. She like, this shit better than blues. I'll tell you that much. The fuck? Yeah, bitch. She drinking and shit. You know, she probably happy as fuck. She like, bitch, I'm on a network for real, for real. Not in Blue's house, you know, acting them up. Right? So, Winnie also talks to Carry On too, and then we see Carry On had a mean bun, and I said this on my last Zeus town hall, girl. That bun was tight and right. I said, "Oh, you better go on, Carry On with that bun, girl." I said, "I." He's on, "I." So let's talk about the looks. Talk about the looks. Milan, to me, he looked good. I know we don't like him, but you got to give him some. The pink kind of went with the whole thing, with the whole scene with him talking to the money and stuff. That looked good, right? Gutta. Whoever did his makeup, never do it again. He looked like he was gonna be buried. Like, he looked dead in the face, and then him dyeing his eyebrows pink didn't help it. You get what I'm saying? Had he left his eyebrows the way it is and do like a more bright, like rainbow type beat, that shit would have hit. Because they did like a natural soft beat and it just didn't go. Because you got to remember, it's a music video. It's lights everywhere. So it's going to pick up. So you want to have the most glaring and popping makeup, so that way the lights kind of feed off on it good. When your shit a natural beat, it don't feed off on it good, to be honest. Like, and Gut is not ugly. Like, when he fems it up. So it kind of pissed me off whoever did his makeup, because I'm like, he looked trash. And you guys kind of messed him up, to be honest. Let him dye his eyebrows like that. Besides that, though, I liked his hair, though. Like, he had the pink tresses. I like that. That look was lit. Besides that, just the makeup and the eyebrows was a no-go for me. The look altogether was giving me, I was going to say Zoe one. Well, it was giving me Lizzie McGuire. It was giving me Lizzie McGuire mixed with hip-hop, okay? That's what it was giving me. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then after that, whatever, let me say this. With the video, the budget was there. The budget was hitting. And I was just thinking, watching this, I'm like, where was this budget during the whole season? You feel me? Because this video doesn't look cheap. I know this video is at least 20 to 25K, like more than that, if not the same. Because, baby, they had the camera people, all that equipment, the cars. They had to probably pay the background people, unless they did it for free just to be on Zeus. But I know that wasn't a cheap video. So where was this budget during the show? Because y'all could have did a lot during this season. Y'all could have did, you feel me, like had the cast go on more outings, had the cast, you feel me, do the tattoo thing, even had the cast go on a trip. That's one thing I didn't like that they didn't do this season. They didn't go on a trip. You think what? You know what would have been lit? After Jonathan left, let me tell you what they should have did. And I'll put my cap on. And we're going to do a full Zeus. We're going to do a full Bad Boys LA breakdown. Probably going to drop it in the next couple of days about the cast and just the show in general and what they could do better in season 2. I think they should have, after Jonathan left, they should have put them on a trip and got a new replacement. They should have brought a new replacement and sent them on a trip. You know, a fight would have happened, because you got to think about it. It's going to be a whole new person with the whole cast of people that they don't know in another city, another country, wherever they would have sent them, to Miami, Mexico, whatever. You get what I'm saying? That would have caused some sort of drama. That's what I think they really should have did, to be honest. They should have hired it, got a new replacement after Jonathan left, because Rio, that was like a waste of space, in my opinion. Got a new replacement, send them to Mexico, Miami, somewhere tropical, and then let their ass fight it out. That's what I think should have happened. So after that, let's talk about the verses. Curtis had the best verse, in my opinion. Moolah thinks he did, but I'm so sick of hearing that KFC line, baby. Okay? I don't want a 4-piece wing and thigh. Okay? You hear me? He's like, you know, my verse, you know, it was lit. You feel me? Like, I talked about KFC, all the fast food chains, you know. I even talked about Wendy's, 4 for 4, you know, everything you want, all you can eat. It was like a buffet. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, like, he thought he really ate with that KFC line, girl. Like, I was just like, oh my God. Like, he's just like, KFC. I'm like, just looking. Like this one, you know how SpongeBob they got that meme of somebody looking out the window. Like that's how I was looking at the screen. I was so aggravated. To me, Gutta and Moolah had the best sets in their verse parts. Of course, Dylan and Darrell didn't rap in the song, and Rio. But to me, Gutta and what was it? Gutta and Moolah had the best sets because Moolah had the car, the police car, the girls, and all that type of stuff. It looked high end. He gonna have a nerve to say that he was just like, you feel me? I didn't think I was gonna, leave without, fucking one of these girls. I didn't think I was gonna get through the scene. You feel me? Them girls was getting me hard, harder than Gutta's face right now. This shit hard. I'm just like, damn well, because if y'all watch my Tasha K interview, my Sid interview with Darrell recap, Darrell talked about how like he tried to set up, you feel me, him with girls, and he wasn't having it. Like he was nowhere to be found. Like he didn't want the punani nani. So what are we doing for the love of Moolah for? Are we trying to find a deal? Are we trying to find a beard? I seen a video today. It was this old lady. She was just like, she was talking about girls dating DL man. She was like, you are not a cover girl. He's trying to find a cover girl. That's a new term, y'all. I just found that out today. So once again, let's not ignore how Rio is country, right? So Dylan and Darrell don't rap, so they join in Gutta's part and stuff like that. Anthony had one line to say, basically like, oh, this shit lit, Bad Boys LA, da-da-da. Anthony was drunk. And I remember and this is all alleged, one of my viewers had called and said that they think Anthony has a problem. This episode kind of made me like look at it like, wow, maybe she may be right, because maybe that's why he always has the shades on. And why are you drinking that much before a video shoot? Like, you guys aren't partying. Milan even stopped on. He's just like, girl, what the fuck? Like, you don't even know the line. Like, I know the line, and you don't even know the line. Rio even knows the line, and he just did a line and just got his hair pulled by Jonathan. What the fuck? Like, he was pissed. Milan was heated, girl. He was snapping on Anthony. Anthony was, of course, drunk, so he was just like, yeah, like, it's cool, with the shades on and stuff like that. That's why I don't want him to come back next season, because it's like, you're not going to be offering anything except for getting drunk and with your shades on in the confessionals. Like, you're not going to be giving us anything. So I would much rather him not come back next season. I feel like he will, though. So after that happened, everybody said their goodbyes. Rio going to talk about he came and conquered. What did you conquer, Rio? Because you got conquered, okay? We're not talking about the app. You got conquered. You feel me? So I'm confused as to what did you achieve coming here. Of course, you got more eyes on you. But besides that, you low-key got embarrassed the whole season, because the moment you came, you got snatched ball like the chicken off a Family Guy. So it's like, I don't get that what that line was about. Carry On made it seem like it was like a spiritual journey that he just completed. I'm just like, girl, it wasn't even that serious, but okay, you can have that. Gutta was just like, da, 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 like, I'm gonna miss calling these bitches, like, old, because they some old bitches, so like, da da, da da, yeah. So he's gonna miss calling them old and stuff like that. And the series basically ends there. The last person who sees Darrell basically walking out talking about, I want to go home. I'm sick of this. I wanna be out of here. I'm gone. Yeah. So of course he was like over it. He wanted to dip. Okay, so that's basically it. It's the finale, y'all. Stay tuned for my after show. We're gonna talk about more about the video, and then we're also gonna talk about this Baddies trailer, y'all. This Baddies trailer, iconic. Woo! Trust. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.